Welcome to Vedavyasa Academy. Now in this session we discuss about the parabola. Conic section completed. Now we discuss about the parabola. First, how to cut the plane conic section. So you see all of you. This is the parabola. In equation, this is the quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. Quadratic equation is the parabola. Here you see this is the axis and this is the generated line. Angle between axis and generated line is alpha, and this is generated line, and this also generated line, and plane cuts like this. Plane cuts like this. This is the upper nap. This is the lower nap. Lower nap. This plane cuts the cone like this. This is the angle beta. The angle between plane and the axis of the cone. Here, if this alpha is equal to beta, here this is the parabola. This is the parabola. The conic section of this is parabola. So, if alpha is equal to beta, conic section is parabola. Once again, you see all of you, this is the conic section. The plane cuts like this way, this conic section, then alpha is equal to beta. Generated line makes an angle with axis of the cone, and plane cuts the cone like this, and plane angle between plane and this axis is beta. If alpha is equal to beta, then conic section is parabola. Okay, all of you? That's all. Suppose in the plane, this is the fixed line is given, line L is given, and this is the fixed point S is given. This is alpha comma beta. Fixed point or S is given, and a point between this line L and S, the midpoint of line L and S is P. The midpoint between line L and S is P. Then locus of this is the line on this line have point S, fixed point S, and this locus of the P is like this. Locus of the P is like this. So here the distance between SP is equal to PM. Suppose line point is there. This is P point. This is SP and PM. Okay. Here suppose point is there. SP, PM. Okay. This point is there. The distance between these two. So here this is the SP and PM. This is the M. The perpendicular distance from P to the line L is PM. Okay, all of you. This is the midpoint. SP by PM is equal to same. P is the midpoint. These S and M. So this is also like this. Same. This is. So here we have the condition SP by PM is equal to 1. SP by PM is equal to 1. So this is the eccentricity. Eccentricity. For parabola, eccentricity is equal to 1, and you see here this locus of P is parabola. Locus of P is parabola. So locus of P is moving such that distance between fixed point S, distance between fixed point S to P is equal to perpendicular distance from P to M, from P to line L is PM. So that is SP is equal to PM implies SP by PM is equal to 1. This one is called eccentricity for parabola. Eccentricity for parabola. Then it is called the locus of P is called locus of P is parabola. SP by PM is equal to 1 eccentricity, and this eccentricity value for ellipse we discuss in ellipse chapter. For hyperbola we discuss in hyperbola chapter. In this case SP by PM is equal to 1. That is SP is equal to PM implies SP square is equal to PM square is the parabola. The locus of the P is a parabola, and here this constant point S is focus of the parabola, and constant line is directrix of parabola. Okay, all of you. This is the focus of the curve. This is the point. Fixed point is the focus of the curve, and this line is directrix of the curve. Okay, all of you. What is the focus? Suppose this is the curve like this, and in this is the focus. Suppose if rays are converge from these to this point in physics. So this point is called the focus of the curve. So here we discuss about focus of the curve like this. So this is the focus of the parabola and this is the directrix of the parabola and this is the eccentricity. Eccentricity is 1 for parabola. Okay, all of you. That's all. Here we have given a fixed point focus S alpha comma beta and line L is equal to Lx plus My plus N is equal to 0 is directrix. If a focus of the point fixed point is given S alpha comma beta and the directrix line Lx plus My plus N is equal to 0, then the general equation of parabola general equation of parabola. You observe here, this is the line L and this is the fixed point S and this is the locus of P and this locus of P, SP by PM. SP by PM is equal to, this is by the definition of parabola. By the definition of parabola, you see this is alpha comma beta and this is x comma y. This is Lx plus My plus N equal to 0. Then what is the SP is equal to PM. SP square is equal to PM square. That is the perpendicular distance from P to M, line L, and this is distance between SP. X minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square is equal to Lx plus My plus N whole square by L square plus N square is the perpendicular distance. This is the equation of the parabola. And you see, this is the axis of the parabola, which is perpendicular to this line. Suppose this point coincide with this axis, then what is the slope of the axis? Slope of the axis. This is the midpoint of these two. So, slope of axis. What is y minus beta by x minus alpha? And slope of line L is equal to minus L by M. Then these two are perpendicular. SP is perpendicular to L. So slope of SP into slope of L is equal to minus 1. Then this gives to slope of SP is what? Y minus beta by x minus alpha into minus L by M is the slope of L is equal to minus 1. Minus minus get plus. By cross multiplication, M into x minus alpha is equal to y minus beta into L is equal to m into s. It will give m into x minus alpha minus L into y minus beta is equal to 0 is the equation of axis. Is the equation of this axis of the parabola. Axis of the parabola, the focus of the point is on axis of the parabola. Axis of the parabola is perpendicular to the directrix. Okay, all of you. This is the equation of the axis of the parabola, and this is the general equation of the parabola. If fixed point and fixed line directrix is given, we have to find general equation of the parabola like this. Okay, all of you. That's all. Here we have this is the horizontal line, this is the vertical line. In this is the standard focus S, and this is the point A, and this is the line L, and this is the point A, and this is the parabolic curve. This is the fixed point A comma 0. This is the point P x comma y on the curve, and this is the perpendicular distance from P to M. Okay, all of you. So this is the Z, SZ, and SA is equal to SZ. Here this is AX, this is Y, A, Y dash. Let us consider, let us you take ZX, S, A comma 0 be a fixed point. Fixed point. Here SA is equal to AZ. A is the midpoint of SZ. Okay, all of you. Let us consider, let you take R, you take SZ, ZX. ZX is the parabola axis of parabola, and L is the directrix. X plus A is equal to 0 is parallel to y axis. Here Z axis is x axis. X axis equation y is equal to 0, and here A is the origin. A is the origin. Then by the definition of the, and here SA is equal to AZ is equal to A, where A greater than 0. Where A greater than 0. So here SA is equal to yes, sorry, this is SP is equal to PM. Why? Because definition of the parabola. SP square is equal to PM square implies x minus a whole square. X minus a whole square plus y minus 0 whole square is equal to x plus a modulus x plus a whole square. So from this we have to write y square is equal to x plus a whole square minus x minus a whole square is equal to 4ax. Y square is equal to 4ax is the equation of the parabola. Y square is equal to 4ax is the equation of the parabola. Conversely, let you take P x comma y is on the parabola, then x minus a whole square plus y square is equal to x minus a whole square plus y square equal to, this is the SP. SP is equal to SP square. SP is equal to root over x square minus 2ax plus a square plus y square. Okay, all of you. Then SP square is equal to SP is equal to or SP is equal to root over x square plus x square minus 2ax plus y square plus a square plus a square plus y square plus y square plus 4ax. You add this one. So SP is equal to root over, this is x plus a whole square is equal to modulus of x plus a is equal to PM. Okay, all of you. SP is equal to PM. So SP is equal to PM. You will get PXY is on the parabola, then we will get SP is equal to PM. So what we can written as, therefore we can written as equation of the parabola. Equation of parabola. If and only if y square is equal to 4ax is the equation of the parabola. So this is the equation of the parabola. Okay, all of you. That's all. So what is y square is equal to 4ax is the equation of parabola. Okay, all of you. Y square is equal to 4ax is the equation of the parabola. This equation of the parabola is also called as standard form of the parabola. Y square is equal to 4ax is the standard form of the parabola. Y square is equal to 4ax is called the standard form of the parabola with locus with locus S A comma 0 and directrix x plus a equal to 0. This is the with locus a comma 0 and directrix x plus a equal to 0 is the standard form of the equation where a greater than 0, where a greater than 0. Now we have to write the nature of the curve. We have to write the nature of the curve. Nature of the curve. Nature of the curve. In this y square is equal to first one. In this y square is equal to 4ax. If x is equal to 0, then if y is equal to 0, then x is equal to 0. The curve passing through 0 comma 0. The curve passing through origin 0 comma 0 is the first nature of the curve. And also you take x is equal to 0. Second one, in this you take y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0. Then this is also passing through this one. And also y square is equal to 4ax implies y is equal to root over 2ax is equal plus or minus y is equal to, you can write y is equal to plus or minus root 4ax equal to plus or minus 2 root ax. So here x is the positive value and y value is the positive and negative value. Means what? It is in first quadrant and it is in second quadrant. Suppose x value is 1. This is a is equal to 1. That is 2 root, and that is positive 2 and negative 2. Means what? It is in the first quadrant and second quadrant. So curve is in Q1 first quadrant and Q4, this is fourth quadrant. Okay, all of you. And more also, it is the symmetric with respect to the x-axis. Third nature of the curve, symmetry with respect to x-axis. Symmetry with respect to, this is the axis of the parabola, y is equal to 0. It is symmetry with respect to the x-axis. That's why it is in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, all of you. Next, nature of the curve, fourth one. If different values of x you will give, it is the infinitely in first quadrant and infinitely in second quadrant. So infinitely first quadrant and infinitely second quadrant. Different values of x you will give and it is increased infinitely. It is increased in fourth quadrant and first quadrant, both the sides. So this is the very important nature of the curve. So, and this once you see this origin is the vertex. This is the tangent origin. Tangent line is x is equal to 0, y axis, and it is perpendicular to the this x axis, and parallel to the directrix is the perpendicular at 0 comma 0, and origin is the vertex. Fifth one, origin is the vertex of parabola. Okay, all of you. Origin is the vertex of the parabola. This is the nature of the curve parabola. Okay, all of you. That's all.